We've heard a lot of our stories, like Pedarashi Paddamma stories, Chandamama stories, Panchatantra stories. Now, let's find out the story of Princess Kaguya, based on a similar Japanese folk tale. There is a woodcutter in a village. He cut down the bamboo trees on the hill every day and made a living from them. His name is Mayatsusuko. One day, as usual, Mayatsusuko saw a burning bamboo plant while he was returning home after chopping wood. Next to it, he saw a small bamboo shoot with a small princess in it. When he saw it, he thought it was God who had given it to him. So he took her home in the palm of his hand and showed it to his wife. She looks at it and thinks it's a story. But as soon as she takes that baby into her own hands, the doll grows bigger. She nurses and raises her, and both of them names her princess. Mayatsuko and his wife wanted to raise that girl like a princess and look after her as their own child. That girl is growing so fast. She learns to walk while climbing and tumbling. The children around her saw the baby crawling around and growing very fast like a bamboo stick, and started calling her Baby Bamboo. Her father calls her Princess. She then goes to the forest with her father and meets some other children. The eldest of them, Tomorrow, rescues her from the wild boar and befriends her. She grows even bigger as they watch. Again she's called Bamboo, wandering and playing with those children in the forest. One day she cries while singing the song they were singing. "I don't know what to do." Mayatsuko, on the other hand, finds gold coins while chopping another bamboo. Princess learns the little things she does and plays with her friends. So Tomorrow also goes home and does the woodwork they do. Mayatsuko, however, didn't like her growing up like an ordinary girl. One day, Mayatsuko sees a light in a bamboo branch. This time he finds silk garments worn by kings. He then tells his wife that God wants them to give her a great life as a princess. So they go to the city and can give her all of that and raise her like a royal princess. The princess goes to the forest with her friends and brings them teeth, birds, and other finds. When hunting a bird, Tomorrow slips over the embankment. Then the princess saves him and bandages the blows. Tomorrow is surprised to see her. Mayatsuko and his wife have already left home. They also take her with them when they arrive. Princess reluctantly leaves with them. There Mayatsuko turns into a building that has set up various servants for her. They also disguise themselves to raise Princess to be a great girl. Princess is very happy to see that new house at first, her room and all wandering around excitedly. Then comes Lady Sagami, who is hired by Mayatsuko to teach her royal education. Sagami teaches her everything to transform her into a great princess, just like she teaches education in the royal palace. Music teaches everything from standing up to drawing toys. The mischievous princess slowly takes her away. Mayatsuko and his wife think of all of this as just being a heavenly goddess, seeing a princess learning to master every task, while feeling like a game. A few days later, as the princess ages, Mayatsuko wants to name her princess. He also arranged a dinner to make her a real princess. Mayatsuko then makes the grand dinner. Some of those who came there drank and overheard Mayatsuko, saying that he wanted to make her look like a royal family member. With that, her mind was heavy, crying, and she went to hilly area, where she had already been, in search of Tomorrow and her old friends. She sees that there is someone else in the old house. Then Kaguya goes to her old home, but with no one there, they go back and fall in the snow. But when she wakes up, it looks like a dream to be back in her house next to her mom. Kaguya is growing up like a princess, making herself beautiful day by day. She no longer focuses on reading the vision. Maitusu brings her gift, so that all the royal family considers Kaguya to be one of them. Many guys in the city who know about Kaguya's beauty write love letters to her. A ceremony of choosing husband is formed for Kaguya when spring arrives. Letters come to her from people from 5 noble families to marry her. Hisagami gives them to Kaguya and tells her to choose one of them. Kaguya notices it and tests all of them by putting a condition that she will choose the one who will bring all those rare treasures that they admired and compared her with. These princes turn away every week when they feel like a treasure they can't get. Kaguya happily goes out to see the budding cherry trees. A small child approaches her while he is happily wandering there. But being a princess makes everyone walk away. Depressed, Kaguya sees Tomorrow on his way home. But men around her beat him. Kaguya cries and goes home. Prince Kuromochi, who came to marry her 3 years later, returns to find his fortune. He takes a fake pearl tree. When Maitasuku finds out, he runs away. Another was found to have brought a duplicate as well. Another prince goes into the sea and loses everything and finally gives up his attempt. The 4th one is lying. If the 5th is used, he will lose his life. Knowing that Kaguya suffers a lot, she spoils the garden, when he had lovingly grown like a jungle when she was a child. Maitusu then happily arrives and tells her that a prince wants Kaguya directly. But she rejects him, as she doesn't like him. The enraged king secretly approaches Kaguya and grabs her to get her anyway. But Kaguya disappears from his hands. Realizing that she doesn't like that, King goes back. Kaguya looked at the moon every day and cried. Kaguya's parents ask her why she's like that. Then she cries. "They will come back and take me to the moon." She says she came from the moon. When the king came to kidnap her, she unknowingly prayed to the moon to save her. When the moon hears that prayer, she reminds her of her past and tells them that they will take her back on the coming full moon day. On hearing all this, Maitusu complains. "Why do you want to get out of here? What have we done to you?" Kaguya cries that she doesn't even want to leave them. Maitusu begins to turn the building into a castle so that no one can take her back. They send Kaguya to their favorite hillside place. Kaguya meets Tomorrow there. They both express to each other their love. Kaguya recalls old memories and tells him that she's only happy when she's with him. Kaguya and Tomorrow fly through the hills and roam all over. When the full moon finally arrives, Tomorrow falls there alone. He meets his wife and child again. Everything that happened seemed to remain a dream to him. The Buddha came across the moon to carry Kaguya, and the rest of the entourage could not be stopped by Maitasuku's army. Kaguya finally hugs his parents and says goodbye. The Buddha's assistant makes her forget all her earthly memories when she covers Kaguya with a shawl. Maitasuku and his wife are drowning in grief. Kaguya remembers her past and cries when she sees herself on earth. Now it was just a dream for her.